What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I'm your host Crash, and today we're taking a look at Altaria and Jolteon as a pair, and it's a pretty awesome pair. I do like the idea of just letting your opponent smack you in the face and you go, here you go, here's all your damage back, which is a funny little concept. It is a nice little meme deck to play, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. We're already a fourth of the way there, which is really awesome. I appreciate everybody's continued support. Like the video if you enjoy the content. Let's go ahead and roll into the Pokemon question of the day. Let's go ahead and get into last video's question. This Pokemon name rhymes with household. Who is this Pokemon? And if you were like our commenter Link Hawkins, you went ahead and guessed Mousehold. Mousehold's pretty cool. It's like 4 Pokemon that just combine into one, which is really interesting. Kind of like Duck Trio. But they're a little mouse family, which is awesome, cute to see. Gonna be doing a bunch of Pokemon that are new to Scarlet and Violet, and maybe throw in an older one here and there just to throw you guys off. But let's go ahead and go over this video's question. This dragon Pokemon uses Dondozo for protection in the wild. In exchange, Dondozo gets a better chance at catching some of its prey. Who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. And just as a reminder, you need 3 points to win the prize at the end. And you have to be the first person with the correct answer to earn yourself a point on the long journey to the 3 points ahead of everybody. So yeah, good luck. Put the answer in the comment section down below. Let's get into the deck list. This Altaria has an awesome attack, Magical Echo. For 2 colorless energy, we get to move all damage counters from one of our bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is an awesome attack. So I went ahead and paired Altaria up with Jolteon VMAX, simply because Jolteon has free retreat, and I didn't actually want to use Togekiss because Togekiss has a lightning weakness, and that is a big weakness in the current meta, so I just decided to go for Jolteon. Anyways, Jolteon has the Max Thunder Rumble, where we do 100 to the active and 100 to the bench, but usually this doesn't come into play that much, but it does, here and there. But anyways, Jolteon VMAX, free retreat. We can buff up Jolteon VMAX with Radiant Gardevoir, taking 20 less damage, so it's harder for our opponents to take one-shots. And we can also give it the good old Big Charm, so that we have 330 HP. Now, the goal is to go up against V-Star Pokemon, maybe VMAX, but hopefully V-Star Pokemon hit you pretty hard, and then you can just come back in with Altaria, put all that damage counter, heal off your Jolteon, and hopefully knock out your opponent's Pokemon. That's the goal of the deck. We also have a 2-2 line of Bibarel to help draw, and then we have a bunch of cards here to kind of get the Jolteons into play and the Swablus and stuff like that. We got a couple Evil Incense, 1 Lost Vacuum just to deal with any pesky items or stadiums that are in our way, an Ordinary Rod because sometimes you need to bring back an Altaria line so that you can continue attacking the way you want. But hopefully you just have to use 3 Altarias, but it's in there just in case. 4 copies of Quick Ball and 4 copies of Ultra Ball synergize well with Bibarel. We got 2 copies of Boss's Orders, and we have 2 copies of Serena. I decided to go this route because just in case you're not playing up against a deck that has all V Pokemon, you have the option to boss maybe an important Pokemon that your opponent has on the bench instead. And then we have 4 copies of Marnie and 1 copy of Judge because we also want to do maximum disruption because this deck is really reliant on your opponent dealing damage to your Jolteon and nothing else. So you do want to disrupt your opponent as much as possible. We also play 3 shopping centers so that we can move our our tool cards around so that we have them where we want them. We play 1 Air Balloon and 1 Big Parasol, which helps against the Lost Box matchup. And then we also have a 4 Seal Stone so that we can get a card that we need at a certain time, and then we can use Shopping Center to pick it back up and then slap on a Big Charm because that's the main item we want on our Jolteons. We also have 2 copies of Research and 4 copies of Speed Energy, 4 copies of Double Turbo. The Double Turbo are exclusively in here for Altaria. And then we also have 4 Capture Energy to help set up the basic Pokemon on the bench. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's go check it out in action. Alrighty, we get to go first here. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball away this Serena and grab ourselves a Bidoofer. We have Bibarel in hand, which is awesome. We can also Capture Energy on the Swablu to get ourselves our only Jolteon. Okay, I'm fine with that. And we can pass here. Next turn we can Bibarel and retreat Swablu, Research, attach the Double Turbo to Swablu. Oh, we're going to give it to Lunatone Solrock. Can this deck handle Lunatone Solrock? They have to hit like 330 damage. Radiant Gardevoir is useless. Or maybe this isn't a Drapion is going to cause them problems. No, this is a Lunatone Solrock deck. They're putting energies in the discard. Could be Mewtwo. There's a Battle Vit Pass. This will tell us a little more. A couple Solrocks is fine. They'd lose a Solrock and a Research, which is good. Concealed cards. Can they hit 190 this turn? I don't know. They might. They might hit 190, and I would not like that. I want them to hit so I can hit them with Swablu. But this will be tricky. Jolteon can do bench damage, but we don't have a way to actually put damage on the bench. So there's that. Okay. Guess I could do Thunder Spear but at some point. Moon Kinesis is fine. That's enough damage to KO the Lunatone anyways. Forest Sealstone actually helps us get there, so we will attach that. Play Bibarel. Play Shopping Center. Attach the double turbo to Swablu. Research. There's the Altaria. Actually gonna go ahead and use Star Alchemy here so that I can get my VMAX. Evolve. And then we're going to get that back in the hand. We're going to retreat into the Altaria. Put that on Bibarel because we don't really need it. And then we can Magical Echo. Put all the damage counters on Lunatone. Take them off of Jolteon. Big Parasol. Don't think we need that this matchup, so I'm just going to throw that on an Altaria at some point. We can Marnie next turn. We have Speed Energy for the Jolteon too, so that the Jolteon can attack at some point as well. So this is good. Altaria can also do Blasting Wind to hit this Radiant Gardevoir for 70, which is funny. They do get another Lunatone though. This is going to be a tricky matchup for us. They do scoop up the Greninja. They are going to take a KO on our Altaria. We do need to find another Altaria pretty quickly though. That's 3 Serenas down, so we don't have to worry about a boss too much so far. They did get rid of my Shopping Center, so that's 4 Sealstones stuck on Bibarel, which is okay. And they are able to get at least 2 energies on Lunatone. They probably have a third in their hand, or they had another Solrock, which is fine. Moon Kinesis will KO our Altaria. We'll go up with Jolteon VMAX, tank a hit, and hopefully get down a Swablu for next turn. The actual problem with this deck though is I actually need to take KOs with Jolteon, because I only have 4 twin and double turbo energies for our Altarias. I have to keep that in mind. Let's go up with Jolteon here. There's a Swablu, that's really good. We can then play Speed Energy. There's a double turbo, another Swablu as well. Kind of don't want to Marnie, but I need to. Actually, I don't, right? I have Altarias in my hand, and they concede. Okay, we'll take it. They concede. We were gonna, just keep on doing what we were doing. It's perfect. Okay, not the best opening hand here, but I can at least attach a DTE to Swablu, I suppose. And pass. Next turn I can go into Altaria, Bibarel. Can also Marnie, hopefully get a Jolteon. That seems good. Jolteon might be really good in this matchup. We'll see. Don't really have a way to do bench damage with Jolteon, but remember, Jolteon's not in here to be a main attacker. The Altaria is. So, let's find out what we can do. This probably is a Zoroark deck. It is. So we have to be careful about overbenching because they play Kleavor. Kleavor does a lot of damage to us if we overbench. So ideally we're going to want to only have one Jolteon in play, one Bidoof, and one Swablu at a time. Excuse me there, I had to sneeze. They attached Choice Belt to Zorua, I mean, I guess so. They're pretty well set up here. They don't have Manaphy out yet, which is nice for us, but we'll see what we top deck. We top deck the Bibarel, so that means I can't waste this Evo Incense. I mean, I could waste this Evo Incense. No, let's Marnie first. See if we can get a Jolteon onto the bench. We can. I don't think we need Lost Vacuum here. I can get rid of Evo Incense and... Actually, let's get rid of Marnie. Go get Jolteon. Our opponent might put Manaphy into play, but we don't care about that. We can speed energy. Big Charm is good. We'll throw that on. And we can Industrious Incisors. Shopping Center is nice as well. We got Magical Echo. Should I retreat this Altaria? Not quite. Not yet. Let's leave the Altaria in the active. We'll leave the Altaria in the active, see what happens. Can play the Capture Energy onto Jolteon to get another Swablu down. And we have to remember how much damage this Cleaver can do. So it's 30 for each of our bench Pokemon plus 10. So 30, 60, 90, 100. Double that would be 200. If they get a Choice Belt, they can hit for 260 at most, which our Jolteon survives. So that's good for us. Maybe it might have been correct to to retreat here and hit them with a Thunder Spear. That way Jolteon VMAX could take 2 KOs in a turn. It might be worth putting in a memory capsule into this deck so that you can Thunder Spear at some point. Kind of regretting not doing that now. But that's okay. We can also attack with Altaria for Blasting Wind to KO this Minccino if it stays in the active, which is hilarious. And then we can retreat it by discarding the Capture Energy as well. They do get rid of a Boss's Orders and a Serena, but I'm positive they play at least 2 more Serena. If not 3 more Serena, to be honest. I'm sure they play Braixen. Going up against one of my favorite decks I'm going up against. I don't know how good of a matchup we're going to have against it. Capture Energy onto Minccino that could retreat into a Zorua, possibly have a Zoroark in hand, but then they won't be able to attack. No, they just pound. Okay. Get another Swablu, which is good. We can Evo Incense. Now here's the thing. I could just hold the Jolteon and hit the Minccino on the bench with Thunder Spear. And then we can do Max Thunder Rumble next turn, possibly. Hold the Swablu. I can also just KO the Minccino now. They're going to retreat it as well, but I can also KO whatever they bring up. Well, I'm only doing 100, right? They bring up Cleavor, I can't KO it. Decisions. Let's actually just go into the VMAX. This is okay. We'll just go into the VMAX, touch the Capture Energy here, put down another Swablu, which is fine, and then we can Bibarel for, actually, we can hit 90 on something else. No, we can hit 70. I don't mind KOing this Minccino. Yeah, let's go ahead and KO this Minccino. I don't care about KOing the Zoruas. They're going to come into play anyways. Let's go ahead and Blasting Wind, get the KO here, take a prize. Another Altaria is good. Can put that into the Swablu on the bench. Then we need to draw cards the next turn so that we can attack with Jolteon VMAX. And see what happens. Probably boss up the Minccino and KO it. Unless the Zorua evolves into something we can KO ourselves. They could go into Appleton with the Thick Mucus attack and hit us for 280. There's the Phantom Transform. Who are they transforming into? My guess would be the Appleton. It can KO the Altaria. I don't think much else can KO it. The Cleavor might not be able to. We'll see. Go into Appleton, that makes sense. They hit us for 280. They could boss the Jolteon and hit us for 280, but then Altaria could come out and just remove all that damage anyways. So we're okay with it. They get down to Manaphy. That's fine. Jolteon's not really the Pokemon that we're going to be attacking with mostly. It will be the Altarias. Okay, we'll go up with Jolteon, no worries. Double Turbo Energy's good. We'll throw all this stuff down. I don't really want to give him a shopping center yet. So Let's burn this. Get that out the deck. We can quick ball it away. Don't want to get out another Pokemon. Hopefully I get into another energy. I would like to. If I don't, it's okay. We do get into a capture energy. We can knock out this Appleton, which is great. We have the double turbo energy for next turn. Say done. Can also knock out the Manaphy if I really wanted to. But I don't think I want to just yet. Actually, let's knock out this Encino. Let's KO this Encino. I like KOing this Encino. Limits their draw power. Take another prize. Serena is okay. We have double turbo energy for Altaria next turn to knock out the Appleton. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and Serena the rest of the hand away. They come up with Zorua. Leaving that Appleton on the bench is actually really good for us. They can go into the Kleavor, but that's not going to do much for them. Maybe I should have bossed the Manaphy. Yeah, now my thinking is I should have bossed the Manaphy. At some point I need to take 2 prizes before we get down to 1 prize because of Slowbro. Or beat them to 4 prizes by taking all 6. That's what we gotta do. Excuse me, my nose just got super stuffy as soon as I started recording this. They get another Zorua down. Curious that they attached it like that. Okay, they're going into Appleton, which is fine. Actually, Appleton's only going to do 140 damage. We have 330 HP. They lose a couple of double colorless energies. Thick Mucus. It's us only for 140. Another Altaria is good now. How much damage? 190. So we could get KO'd by a Kleavor here. Do have to be careful of that. Let's go ahead and Serena. Discard our hand. Draw 5. Marnie is cool. Another Jolteon we don't necessarily need. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Not get anything there. Let's go ahead and Industrious Incisors. And the Big Charm Forest Seal Stone. We can save all this stuff for next turn. Actually, we can Big Charm on Altaria and make it hard for our opponent to KO. They're only doing 140. This makes it 140. Why not? Let's put that there. Let's retreat into the Altaria. Magical Echo. KO the Appleton. Need to find our Ordinary Rod. Radiant Gardevoir is not useful in this matchup. We're going to need to get back to Alteria's. Haven't used Ordinary Rod. Do we even play Ordinary Rod? I don't remember. But here we are. How many energies are we down? We're down 2 capture energies, 1 double turbo. I have another one in my hand. It'd be nice to get Jolteon to have another KO here. Level ball from our opponent that can get them another Zorua or Cincino. I've limited their draw power substantially by KOing both of these Cincinos out of here, which is really good because they're going to have a harder time discarding some Pokemon. They're already down 3 research as well. They need to get Slowbro in the discard before we get down to our 1 prize. Or the same turn, doesn't matter. Beheim? What the heck? What was a Beheim? I didn't even get to see the attack on that. That's a cool another inclusion. And that's what I love about this Zoroark deck is you can include any stage 1. It's awesome. You can just, I have a video on it, but you could take that video. It's like a base deck list, and then you can switch whichever stage 1s you have. There's a Serena. Are they going to boss? No. They're going to put stuff in the discard. Mighty Anna's a good attacker. Psychic Arrows detect a 6 down one of your opponent's Pokemon. Also apply weakness resistance for bench Pokemon. Oh, that's new. 60 damage. They can 2-shot one of my bench Pokemon, which is fine. Not with Altaria, they have to. Not do that. There is another Appleton. We can KO this Appleton now, which is good. But we need to find ourselves an Ordinary Rod to get more Altarias out. Okay, let's go ahead and play the shopping center. Let's pick up that. Use 4 Silstone this turn and Star Alchemy. There is an Ordinary Rod, which is good. We'll get that for sure. Let's go ahead and play that. Shuffle in a Swablu Altaria line. Seems amazing to me. Let's attach the double turbo here. And then we can Marnie. There's a Swablu, perfect. There's Evil Incense for it, even better. Let's do that. And then we even have a boss for the Manaphy, which is good. Let's go ahead and Industrious Incisors for 1. Another Speed Energy is nice. Max Thunder Robo, take the KO here. Go down to 2 prizes remaining. Ultra Ball. They still have to take 4 prizes. We can take another KO. We have another Altaria. There's a Zoroark. We have a boss, which is good for us as well. Is there a way... I can't take 2 prizes in 1 turn because of Manaphy. There's Kleavor. Kleavor does not hit 300. It's going to hit 260. 30, 60... 90, 100, 130, 260, which is not enough to KO our Jolteon, which is great. We have Altaria to come in and take the KO anyways. And then they still don't have access to Slowbro, nor are they down to 2 prizes. There's their last research. Ooh, was that Slowbro? Slowbro is in there. So we have to be very careful here. We are going to go down to 1 prize regardless because I'm not worried about them going down to 2 prizes just yet. I can also just leave the Kleavor alone and boss a Zoroark as well. Let's go Evil Incense, Altaria. Put that there. Let's put the Air Balloon here on the barrel. Shopping Center this back up. Ultra Ball these away. For nothing. Let's attach this to Altaria. And then the bear. Well, I could KO the Zoroark. That's their last Zoroark, so they would have to find an Ordinary Rod, so let's go ahead and do that. Boss up the Zoroark. Retreat into Altaria. Industrious Incisors. Quick Ball away this Radiant Gardevoir, which is useless. Magical Echo. Get the KO here on the Zoroark. That means they have to find Ordinary Rod. There's another Jolteon VMAX. We have energy in hand for our second Altaria, which is good. So Jolteon's going to have to take a hit. This deck probably isn't playing another boss now that they're down to 10 cards. I could see them playing another Serena. And they've played 2. They have to have 2 more Serenas, but doesn't matter here. They can KO this Altaria or they can hit into my Jolteon. Ooh. Glimwood Tangle. There's the Serena. This is still... Oh! They are going for the Radiant Jirachi KO here. Which is hilarious. Oh no, we don't have a boss either. There's not a way for the Altaria to get a KO. Do they even have any more Ordinary Rods? They're down to 5 cards. Do they get it? Heads? Tails? Okay. They have another flip. They got a heads. They got a tails. Alright, we won here. Oh, that was... Oh, I'm so glad. Let's just Max Thunder Rebel, get the KO. They are not as lucky as I am with Radiant Jirachi. They get to get their 2 cards off the deck, but we go ahead and win here. Good job with Altaria and Jolteon. Oh, coughing. Uh-oh, we're going up against Eternatus. Shut off abilities. That's not good. Let's go ahead and quick ball away this Lost Vacuum. Grab ourselves Jolteon. Don't need abilities too much. We'll play the Jolteon if it wants to play. Play the Capture Energy onto our Jolteon here and get down a Swablu. Seems good to me. We can pass. Next turn we have Air Balloon plus Bibarel plus Jolteon VMAX possibly. Ooh, they're playing the Radiant Sneasler. Okay, this will be an interesting match if I do. Eternatus can one-shot us if I don't get Choice Belt and Gardevoir into play as well. So we need to find that as soon as possible so that we can have a shot here. Okay, they don't evolve their coughing, which is really good for us. Let's put the Air Balloon here. Let's evolve the Altaria. Evo Incense for Bibarel. We can Industrious Incisors here, hopefully hit into an energy. And some cards I can discard with Ultra Ball. Speed Energy is good, we'll attach that there. Or Silstone. I can Marnie. I think a Marnie is good here. Let's get rid of Quick Ball and Shopping Center for now. Grab the VMAX. And then we can go ahead and Marnie. Still need to set up. I need to find Radiant Gardevoir and Big Charm. There's Big Charm, that's good. Quick Ball can get me Radiant Gardevoir, but I don't remember if I saw it in the deck or not. And I kind of don't want to get rid of these cards. But I still want to. So let's Quick Ball away Boss. I need to see if Radiant Gardevoir is not in the deck. Okay, well, we'll just get down to the Swablu then. And hope that the Eternatus cannot hit for 330 damage. Maybe we can get Gardevoir off the prizes. Oh, perfect. Our VMAX needs to survive this one turn, though. We Marty them to a forward card hand, so it is possible. They have the energy. They need the VMAX, and they need to, like, fill out their bench. If they don't do that, they only half hit us, which is good. We're okay with that. There's an Ultra Ball, and they already played down one Crobat, so they don't have access to that anymore. Scoop Up Net's gone. Love to see Scoop Up Nets go away. There's the VMAX. We have Radiant Gardevoir for next turn, so we can almost guarantee them not being able to KO us. As long as we don't get Marnied as well, we have a pretty good hand. Oh, why did I say it? We got Marnied. I need to find Radiant Gardevoir and the double Turbo Energy now. There's the double Turbo Energy. Judge isn't going to quite do it for us. Galar Mine? Why are they playing Galar Mine? No, what is this? This isn't good. Dread End, 150 damage. We can retreat still. There's a shopping center, that's good. Get that out of here. Freaking Galar Mine junk. Attach the double turbo. And then I think it's okay for me to lose Ordinary Rod this turn. Let's discard this. I want to keep Judge in my hand. Okay, Forest Sealstone guarantees me the Gardevoir. Altaria is going to go up next turn. Okay, we can play down this Bidoof. Let's go ahead and take this. Put on a Forest Sealstone. Star Alchemy. Grab the Gardevoir. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Retreat into the Altaria. Industrious Incisors for 1. Another Big Charm is cool. They only hit for 150, but let's go ahead and Magical Echo. It's pretty much a half shot, so if they hit us for anything bigger, we can also boss and hit the Eternatus with VMAX as well. Hitting 100, so if they put down any basic Pokemon that's less than 100, we can take a free prize next turn because we have boss. Shopping Center sticks, I can take off the Forest Sealstone and put back on Big Charm. And we should be okay. I can also attach the Speed Energy to draw some more cards. It's looking good. Quick Ball and Ultra Ball seem good too. Let's see what our opponent decides to do here. They can KO the Altaria if they want. They can choose not to KO it. Ultra Ball. And they haven't yet used their V-Star power either. They can boss up our Jolteon. They have to hit 320 though. They need to fill out their bench. I haven't seen them play a card. Not a supporter, I suppose. They probably play a heavy count of Marnie. And our opponent concedes. Alright folks, there you have it. I was able to beat up on a couple of different decks there. It was a really tricky matchup sometimes. You do have to think when playing this deck because it's not easy as you just take damage and switch. You have to take damage in the right way, I suppose. But yeah, it's a fun and interesting deck to play. I hope you all enjoyed it. Overall, I think this deck is decently well to just sit around, have some fun with, and just, you know, be a punching bag, which is great. But yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.